Guys, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and even share the video, because doing things like that really helps with my channel, and it helps the channel grow and get out there. And I really do appreciate it. So, Deontay Wilder has officially froze Anthony Joshua out in fighting him. And I know a lot of people don't like when I use that term, he froze Anthony Joshua out, because it makes it seem like he's in control, like he's the A side. But that's initially what he did. He froze Anthony Joshua out. He said, "No, I'm not going to fight you, Anthony Joshua. Instead, I'm going to fight 2 rematches against guys I already beat." Okay? Because last night I saw that Fight Hype uploaded a video basically showing Deontay Wilder announcing that he has already signed a deal in place to fight Tyson Fury after he gets past Luis Ortiz. And it's funny that Wilder's freezing out Anthony Joshua, because I remember there were people telling me that, Anthony Joshua said he was going to freeze out Deontay Wilder. You remember that, Rack? People were telling me that. But funny enough, the only one who's freezing anyone out is Deontay Wilder, with refusing to fight Anthony Joshua. So he has elected to fight a rematch with a senior citizen and Luis Ortiz, a guy he already beat, and a rematch with an alcoholic, okay? A guy who has drug problems. So that's going to be his next 2 title defenses, folks, against a senior citizen and against a drug addict, a guy who has drug problems, has admitted to being on drugs in the past. So that's going to be his next 2 fights. Now, it makes perfect sense to me now as to why Tyson Fury elected to not fight Dillian White for the WBC Diamond Belt, because he was in on this all along. I guess behind the scenes they were doing negotiations for him to fight Deontay Wilder in a rematch. So because they were doing that, he was just clout chasing. He was just acting like, yeah, I'm going to fight Dillian White, but the whole time he was negotiating to fight Deontay Wilder in a rematch. The same thing with Luis Ortiz. They were going out acting like they wanted the Joshua fight, but then they rejected the offer because they knew they were going to fight Deontay Wilder the whole time. So now it makes sense as to why Tyson Fury did not take that fight with Dillian White, because he had this fight already in store for him, this rematch. So officially, we as boxing fans are basically screwed, because we have to wait now even longer. We're going to have to wait until, first of all, there's rumors that he's going to fight Ortiz in September. So that's 3 months away. Then they're talking about him fighting Tyson Fury in March, April 2020. So that's what? 9 to 10 months away. So we're definitely not going to see Joshua versus Wilder in the next 9 to 10 months. And the sad part about that is, even after that, you still got guys like Adam Konecki. There might even be a trilogy. I wouldn't be shocked if Deontay Wilder has a trilogy with both Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. At this rate, it's just pretty obvious to me. It's very obvious to me that Deontay Wilder really never had any intentions on becoming a unified champion. He really has no intentions. He goes around saying, he went around posting on Twitter that, he's fighting both Ortiz and Tyson Fury because he wants to settle these controversies, right? So he would rather do that than become a unified champion. So he doesn't even care about becoming a unified champion right now. He just cares about not fighting Anthony Joshua and basically becoming, as he says, taking care of these controversy victories against guys he's already beaten. So when you hear Deontay Wilder say, "I definitely want to be a unified champion," that's just, he's full of shit, because he clearly has no intention on becoming a unified champion anytime soon. He had no intention when he ducked Vladimir Klitschko in 2015, and he doesn't have no intention right now because he would rather take these fights. So when you hear earlier this year, everybody was preaching and praying. Deontay Wilder fans were preaching and praying, acting like Deontay Wilder was really about that. Deontay Wilder was really trying to get that fight with Joshua, but this just goes to show you he was never about that. He rejected the zone. He's planning these 2 rematches. He was never about fighting Anthony Joshua. He was never about becoming unified champion. And the most disgusting part about this is when Fight Hype first uploaded that video where they were basically reporting Deontay Wilder announcing that he's going to fight Tyson Fury. I saw the comments. I read the comments, and there were actually people in the comments. It was so disgusting in the comments section of that video saying stuff like, that's what Eddie Hearn gets. That's what Joshua gets. Yeah. Actually praising and celebrating the fact that Deontay Wilder froze Anthony Joshua out. Actually praising and celebrating the fact that Deontay Wilder is not becoming a unified champion. You didn't see no one saying, oh, that's bullshit. I want to see him become unified, undisputed. All you saw were literally comments. It was literally, those were like the first comments I saw. Where people, Deontay Wilder, fake-ass fanboys, basically celebrating. Not saying nothing about the undisputed fight, just saying, oh, how they're happy that Deontay Wilder's doing this to Anthony Joshua because now he knows how he felt. So they're actually happy that he's prolonging this fight. That's what I'm saying. These are fake boxing fans. Because if they were real, they would be livid. I'm pissed off that Deontay Wilder's fighting these rematches. Not because I don't like these fights. These are decent fights. I'm pissed off about this because I would rather see Deontay Wilder fight Anthony Joshua for an undisputed fight at heavyweight. I would rather see an undisputed champion at heavyweight. That's the fight everybody wants. That's the fight everybody wants. If you put a poll, who do you want Deontay Wilder to fight next? Anthony Joshua, Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury. I could guarantee you that the guy who's going to win that poll will be Anthony Joshua. Everybody will want to see him fight Anthony Joshua. That's why I'm mad when I find out that Deontay Wilder is, fighting Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury next. Not because I hate this fight. These are decent fights, but I would rather see him fight AJ. And it just pisses me off that he's purposely making us boxing fans wait. We're going to have to wait another year. And the sad part is even after that, there's still no certainty. He still might fight Adam Kornakian or somebody else, or maybe even Tyson Fury in a trilogy, or Luis Ortiz in a trilogy. The point is, he has no intentions of becoming a unified champion. And these boxing fans who are celebrating Deontay Wilder for making Anthony Joshua wait are disgusting to me. They're not real boxing fans. They're fake boxing fans who are just like Deontay Wilder. Yeah, he's going to have to wait now. So they don't even care if Deontay Wilder becomes a unified champion. They don't even care. That's disgusting to me. Because that's not a real boxing fan. A real boxing fan would want to see that fight happen. Not 2 rematches with dudes he already beat. So I've just decided, you know what? It is what it is with Deontay Wilder. He's never going to fight Anthony Joshua until he sees Joshua slow down. There's no point in continuing to criticize him because I already know it is what it is with Deontay Wilder. He's a ducker. He's always going to be a ducker. And I guess people... and you know what's funny about this, though? If Joshua would have done this to Deontay Wilder and froze him out and fight somebody else, he would have been crucified. He would have been called a ducker, a coward. But, Deontay Wilder fanboys, it's double standards. So maybe Anthony Joshua should just move on with his career, fight other dudes, not focus on these 3 cowards. I'm telling you right now, Ortiz, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder, all these guys have no shame in ducking Anthony Joshua. No shame. No shame. They all ducked him, and these are facts. That's all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you watched the video from start to finish, I appreciate it. If you liked the video, I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel because I really do appreciate it. And share the video and leave a comment. And that's all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching. And it's Rick. I'm out. Bye-bye.